viewers, YouTubers, comic book readers, moviegoers, and gamers. So just a few hours ago, the second trailer for Man of Steel was just released, and thanks to a viral website that was reviewed even a few hours earlier than that, fans got to decode the hidden messages, which were Kryptonian symbols, which actually stood for numbers from 0 to 9. And when the fans decoded it, we were revealed a countdown, which eventually led to the release of this new trailer at the end. This video will be showing a review on the trailer and a small analysis on what's been revealed. So let's get started and see this amazingly epic trailer. So here we see Clark Kent underwater from under debris and fire, while also hearing a conversation between Clark and his mother.
Focus on my voice. Pretend it's an island out in the ocean. Can you see it? See it. My son was in the bus. Saw what Clark did.
We also have a shot of a slightly older Clark Kent.
You have to keep this side of yourself a secret.
What was I supposed to do? Let him die?
Maybe.
Now that part was really messed up. I mean, Jonathan Kent, Clark's father, saying that maybe he should have let the kids in the bus that crashed off the bridge die. That felt a bit out of place for Jonathan Kent. We see older Clark again.
Where do I come from?
The Superman key for the Fortress of Solitude. And finally, we actually get to see Superman in full in his costume.
Whoever that man is. It's going to change the world.
And we have one really epic tech-off scene. That was like the really big selling point of the trailer, and pretty much where everything kicks off. In this, we actually see what I thought was planet Krypton exploding, but when you look closely, you can actually see that you can see skyscrapers, so it could actually be in Metropolis. And I couldn't believe that something like this would be happening, especially in Man of Steel, where there will be a huge destruction, showing that there will be a lot of collateral damage in this movie, probably from Zod and his people. There's Zod. Also get to see a good shot of Perry White, played by Lawrence Fishburne, running away from a collapsing building in the background, which looks really great. Exploding Krypton. Also the big this moment from the trailer, which was also released as a poster, which I really enjoy, because it shows that Superman is most likely trying to earn the people's respect and trust by letting the police officials take him in. And this other shot where I thought that it was actually, when I first saw it in the leaked Comic-Con trailer, I thought Superman was trying to fly towards someone that was falling, but when I look closely in this one, it looks more like it's General Zod, because you can see the shape of the character, the silhouette on the lower person is very like chunky kind of silhouette, so it could be Zod, especially with what we saw earlier with his heavier garments. So Superman and Zod could be going for a clash. And we see in the background a tornado while Clark carries away a little girl. So this could be a really great scene where we see Clark pulling off a heroic feat before he even becomes Superman.
My father believed that if the world found out who I really was, they'd reject me. He was convinced that the world
Lois Lane, played by Amy Adams, who I am still not completely sold on, but I'm putting my faith in her that she can pull off a great Lois Lane and have good chemistry with Henry Cavill as Clark Kent. I hope I said that right, Cavill.
Wasn't ready. What do you think?
And then that's it. Man of Steel coming out in 2013. And I don't know about you guys, but that was a really great trailer. It really made the wait for another trailer since our first glimpse from the teaser that much more worth it, because we got a lot more Superman shots. We got to see Lois Lane, we got to see Perry White. The trailer was giving off a nice tone and feel for the theme of the movie, which is pretty much a real world representation of how people would react to if a man did have these powers, and how we would come to terms with dealing with it, especially after the events of 9/11, and you know, with just the way the world is right now. Can we really trust someone like this? I like how that's expressed through that scene, which was also showed in the poster, with Superman being brought in handcuffs, where he tries to earn the people's trust, most likely from my guess and just from looking at it. And of course people will react differently, because you know, how are you supposed to react to seeing a man flying or pulling off these feats that Superman can? Of course people will be afraid and not know what good or what bad will come out of it. So I like how Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan are going to go for that approach and still make this movie feel like a fresher take. And I like how it also feels like they're going to flesh out more of Clark Kent by the fact that we see more of him in the trailer than him being Superman. And hopefully it'll also make following Clark Kent's story as interesting as following Superman's. So I really like that trailer. The music was really great. I'm definitely going to download that right now, or you know, when I'm done editing or whatever. And Zack Snyder hasn't had like really great amazing movies, but he has had some fun movies, or movies that are just fun to look at or watch if you just want to have some kind of entertainment. But with Christopher Nolan producing this, I'm sure this will turn out into a great Superman movie. And from what I saw, it definitely felt a lot like the book Superman Earth 1, with some Superman Birthright elements. And I'll be rereading those tonight for sure. And if you guys have any more thoughts on the trailer or anything you spotted, feel free to leave a comment below. I guess if you enjoyed it, let me know, comment. If you guys hated it, say you hated it. If you're excited, express yourselves. And I hope you guys have a super kick-ass day, and until the next video, later.